Hey everyone, I just wanted to record this. It's very unscripted and unprepared, but I just kind of wanted to share some of the things that I've been thinking about and going through, and I just feel like everybody deserves an update, even though I'm not really open about my personal life too much, but because things lately have been affecting the ladder reset date and stuff, and I know people are getting really tired of waiting and they just want information. So I'm kind of just gonna be fully transparent and tell you guys exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling and stuff like that. Um, so basically, every time we do a ladder reset, it's on a personal level for me. It's quite difficult because obviously I don't do this whole D2 thing as a job. I have a real job. I'm a teacher. And so for me, the best times for a ladder reset in terms of my schedule is always going to be the summer and the winter, when the students don't have school. They have about a month or whatever. And so that's perfect for me because even though a lot of other teachers will travel or do fun things, I'll spend my entire vacation just working on D2, and I don't care. I enjoy it, so it's not really a problem. But it's great in terms of scheduling because it gives me time before the reset to get ready for it, but also after. So I usually put the reset in the middle of those vacations, such that I can, because I need some time to prepare. The first week or the week prior to the reset, I'm hugely busy with getting everything done in time and getting all the bugs fixed, getting all the servers set up. It's really time consuming. And then after, I need to help people install the game, and with errors and patching bugs and keeping the server running when we have a lot of people. And it's just a lot of work. I'd say 1 to 2 weeks before reset and 1 to 2 weeks after. So about a month of or maybe 3 weeks to a month of really just a lot of time that I have in the winter and the summer, but I don't have always. And so ideally, if we did resets every 6 months, so in the winter and in the summer, I mean, that would be really much better for me. But at the same time, I understand why the community wants 3 to 4 months. I mean, that was also my idea in the beginning when we were working with PoE schedule, although that was easier at the time, but now it's getting harder because they change it up sometimes, and they have 1 month events now and stuff. Anyway, the scheduling itself is not easy, especially at this time, like right now when we're in the 2 resets that are not lined up with the winter and the summer vacations are extremely difficult because I just don't have the time. If I were to reset it, let's say right now, this next week, I'm going to be busy pretty much until Friday. So I don't know how many hours I would even have to prepare. I'd have 10 hours from Monday to Thursday. 10 hours to prepare a reset, and then 1 full day. Friday, I'd be able to work on it. So it's just not realistic right now. The way I used to do it, because I've always been a teacher. No, I haven't. I wasn't a teacher in the first year and a half or 2 of the project, but the way I've been doing it before is I'd either I'd ask for some vacation time, or I'd ask for less classes in the schedule and things like that, and I just power through it. But that's not realistic right now, and I'm not going to go into details, but it's just not realistic for me to do that. So I just have to use the schedule I'm given right now. So scheduling alone is an issue right now, but this is not the biggest reason I'm making this recording. It's actually because the resets have been really difficult and have been burning me out a lot. And this is because they've been getting harder and harder. usually, like, I don't know how to explain this, but like a lot of the things I do are, I don't know, ghetto or half-assed, meaning like I'm not actually qualified as a network engineer. I'm not qualified as a programmer and things like that. I'm a teacher, and so a lot of the things that I need to do for the D2 project, I had to learn. Now the modding part I learned, and I love modding the content, and it's my favorite part, and I always enjoyed that. But the server side of things has been getting harder and harder, and I'm obviously underqualified for it, but I'm trying my best. But I mean, it's gotten to the point where I need to change something, because I wake up at 3 in the morning on a day where I have to teach because of time zones and stuff, where I have to take care of the server. Like someone's calling me, I'm sleeping, I need to work in the morning, and someone calls me and says the server's offline. Things like this, and they happen a lot during the reset, and that's because the sort of the architecture, not to go into any details, but the sort of the architecture we're running on is not very good, and the software is not very good, and so it's gotten to a point where resets, as they get more popular, as more people play, we run into more issues. Now, last reset was especially bad because of all the energy bug and the loot filter bug. That was really one-off bugs, and they were really unfortunate, but they just burned the crap out of me. I got so fed up. It's really difficult. It's just really exhausting. Like to wake up at 3 a.m., see that there's an issue, and then you need to sit down for the next 3.5 hours fixing it, and then go to work. It's hard to be happy. It's hard to be motivated, and it just they've all been difficult because it's not a well-oiled machine like it should be. But the last one was just beyond difficult. It was burning. It was soul draining, and I think it even made me a more rude person. I felt that, and others felt that, I had been responding to people in a more rude and passive or aggressive way, and it's right. I've since corrected that behavior, and so I'm trying to be careful how I respond to people and be more polite again. But it had gotten that bad where I was just in a bad mood all the time, and it's just been difficult. And I'm not here to announce anything bad. Like I'm not quitting. I want to keep this show going, and I want to get this reset done, but I gotta be realistic with you guys. I don't want to do it until we fix things permanently, and I mean making it feasible where things can run without me being there 24/7. And so that's exactly what we're working on. We're setting up a new server. We had set it up for a while because the thing is, we wanted a new architecture, but we also wanted new software. And so if we're gonna take the time to move the server, which is gonna be a real hassle, then we want to have two big improvements at the same time, rather than do one big move and then do another big move again later. That's even more work. And so the server movement has been a long time coming now, but also the changes to the software are pretty recent, and so both of them are finally gonna happen. We're working on it right now, and frankly, I don't want to reset until we do, because it's just too exhausting to do the other one. There's and some of you might not understand why it's so hard, because I can't really show it to you and explain it so easily, but things are really done. I don't know what the word is. Like, I just did it in however way I could. I made things work through band-aid fixes and things like that. Like, it's just incredible. Like, I'm not a programmer, and I had to make my own software just to have the servers restart every 3 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours or whatever. And it's just super inefficient. Like a proper programmer could write a reset script for all of the servers, and it would be, I don't know, maybe 50 lines of code. Mine is literally 80 files, 80 scripts, individual scripts, because I was terrible at it. Now, obviously, I've gotten some help since, and a lot of things have improved, but not everything's there yet. And every time we reach about 2K players online concurrently, which we pretty much hit, we not even 2K, actually, it starts at about 1,800, which we hit every ladder. Then the servers need to be, like, start crashing, start getting stuck, starts getting lag, and nothing fixes it other than a server reset. And so changing the software and changing the architecture is going to, hopefully, we believe strongly that it's going to fix all that. And then that's going to give me my sanity back. That means I can actually sleep at night, and that means it'll be much easier for me to run the whole show. My free time can be then put into just the content of the game, and if of course there's going to be bugs in the content of the game, but I can fix those. A lot of the times there's a bug in the game and you're thinking, oh my god, why doesn't Green Dude just fix this? It seems like such an easy fix. It probably is an easy fix. It's just that I'm busy with the server stuff. The server stuff is keeping me from working on the content as much as I want. And it's just demotivating me because I can't even do the fun part of it, because I'm always busy with the shit part of it. And again, we have some really good help right now, and things are moving along. So, it sounds all like bad news, but it actually, there's good news here, which is that we're actually finally doing something about it permanently. I guess the negative side to it, or the bad news that comes with it, is that I really don't want to do the reset until we do it, and I don't have an ETA. I mean, we're working on it every day. We were supposed to finish it last weekend, but Rob was sick, and then this weekend I was sick. In fact, I probably still sound sick right now. In fact, I didn't even work on Friday because I was sick as a dog. But anyway, that's not important. The point is that I would just like for us to just do this fix and then reset. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care. It might even, it could be done in a day. I mean, I doubt it, but it could be done in a day, or it could be done in a week, or it could be done in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't have an ETA, and so I can't announce the ladder right now. But what I am telling you guys is that as much as the suck waits for some of you, like the waiting sucks for some of you, it sucks even more to do if I just did the reset. So and I know some of you are going to be sympathetic, some of you are not going to be, because you don't give a crap that how it's done. You just want it to be done, and I understand that. Like, we've been running this show for 3.5 years now, so we should have figured our shit by now, but we weren't ready for the big influx of people like 3 ladders ago, and we've been playing catch up ever since, trying to improve things, but every time it's just a band-aid instead of a permanent fix. And so at some point there starts to be too many leaks on the ship, and the band-aid fixes aren't working, so we need a new ship, I guess, and that's what we're working on right now. And I even want to move everybody onto the new server before we do a reset, just to make sure that it can handle everything and everybody and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm really sorry about the bad news, and I don't want to sound, too negative. Like, I mean, things were really hard for me personally, and I really was burnt out on the project. But I think fixing this really motivates me, because I can see the light on the other end of the tunnel, and I feel like once we reach it, it's going to be much more enjoyable for me, and I'm going to be able to get back to the part that I like. Because right now I'm not. I know that every time I sit down on the computer to work on this, I'm not going to work on the patch. I'm going to work on the server stuff. It's taking all my time and my motivation. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to end it here. But I hope you guys can understand, and I know that it's like super vague and stuff, but I just didn't want to make it super technical because I knew it would be rambling anyway. But yeah, if I'm asking you to wait, which sucks, but I hope that you guys also feel the same way that I do, which is that overall it's going to be a positive change if we can just wait it out. So. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for listening. If you somehow made it through to the end, thank you.